Hello, Joel Tadman here from Golf Monthly, and today I'm on the range at West Hill Golf Club giving you my review of the PXG 0811X driver. Now, for those of you who saw my vlog a few weeks ago, I was custom fitted for this at Pedham Place Golf Centre. I mentioned in the vlog how it was the best fitting I've ever done. It was the most thorough custom fitting I've ever done, and thankfully I did hope that they would send me the driver to test, and they have done. This is my custom fitted driver. The retail price of this driver is £875, so it's a lot of money. They've sent it to me with the Diamana BF60 TX Flex shaft. I've kept the weights exactly what they said, so with the heavier weights at the back, there's two types of weights in the driver. You can move them around, but I'm going to leave them exactly where they are because that's what I was fitted for. I believe it's 9 degrees of loft. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about how this driver performs and also how it kind of compares to my current driver in my bag, which is the Callaway Rogue. I think the first thing to talk about this driver is that how it looks. It looks fantastic. It is unbelievably pure. It's clean, classic, just a simple matte finish on top. I guess this kind of comes from tour players who probably like a simple looking driver. The shape of it is really traditional. There's some kind of graphics on the face, but they're not grooves. They're just kind of lines there to help position the ball in the middle of the face. I mean, it's probably one of the best looking drivers on the market. So it ticks the boxes for look. So I've got the numbers here from the GC Quad launch monitor. I tested it this morning using premium golf balls. You can see here I hit 10 shots and I've left myself with, how many we've got? 7 counting shots here. So I deleted 3 of my worst ones to leave me with these 7 shots of counting data. Let's start with the ball speed, 154. That's pretty good. I have been up at 155, 156 here. You can see a couple of shots there. Launching at 15.7, which is really nice. And spinning at 2.1. It's interesting during the fitting. Matt really wanted to get my spin up from the 1900s to that kind of level, just so that my miss hits weren't too penal. They weren't kind of dropping out of the sky. The performance was more consistent. And as you can see from the carry numbers, they were incredibly consistent, ranging from 272 to 276. So actually, you look at the strike locations on the face there, you know, they were really central actually. I was kind of peppering that sweet spot, slightly in the heel, but they were pretty central in the face. Didn't hit any shots that were a little bit high and centered in the face, which is probably why I didn't get those really, really long shots that were carrying kind of 277, 278. But the strike locations are really consistent, the performance was really consistent, and the dispersion was pretty good as well. You can see from those numbers there how dispersion, on average 2 yards left on line. They were mostly left, but they're definitely still finding the fairway, and that's what I really enjoyed about this driver. It's a really user-friendly offering indeed. Let's have a look at the club data. Club speed average of 105, which is mid to kind of all right for me. I haven't been faster, but what's interesting about this is that my smash factor was up to 1.46, so strikes are really efficient. The club heads are really giving me the distance with that club head speed. And the other thing to talk about is how this driver is arguably, almost definitely, the best feeling and sounding driver on the market. It feels incredibly stable. The sound is kind of muted, but like powerful. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just a really great feeling driver. Like, you hit one out the middle and you just want to rip another one down the middle. You just want to keep hitting balls with it because it just feels really, really solid. You know, having tested it today, compare it against my Callaway Rogue, the numbers are very similar. Probably did get 1 or 2 yards more on average with the Rogue, looking at my video that I did a few weeks ago. Obviously that was testing on a different day, and between the 2 days we might get different results if I was to test the Callaway Rogue again today. Unfortunately, I was a bit knackered after testing a lot of drivers, so I didn't have the chance to test my Rogue again, but I have tested it twice already, and the numbers are around that 275, 276 average carry, and with this one averaging 274 yards, there's not really much in it, and a lot comes down to strike. Like I said, if I hit a couple slightly higher in the face, that average might be boosted ever so slightly, but the ball flight's really nice, pretty high actually. 41 yards peaking is kind of mid to high for me. I'm pretty happy with that. And the ball flight on the range was fantastic. You know, it just kind of launches high, it stays in the air. When I didn't quite catch it, it didn't really curve offline at all. The ball flight was incredibly stable. Look, it comes in at £875. I'm just going to put my iPad down now. You know, this is a choice that you have to make. Obviously, I didn't pay for this driver. I've been given it in my custom fitted spec. Would I put it in my bag? I probably would. There's definitely, you know, there's no reason why I wouldn't put it in my bag. Obviously, the Rogue is very good. I'm going to stick with that for a while. But if I put this in my bag, I know this driver is going to deliver the performance that I'm looking for. Would I pay £875 for it? Do you know what? I'm kind of coming around to the idea. I think because it feels so good, it sounds really good, it looks great as well, and you know you're going to get a lot of people talking about it. They see it in your bag, they want to know what it's all about. It is a status symbol. It does make you feel good. It does make you want to hit more drivers. It's a lot of money, and I think some golfers will struggle to justify that investment. But I'm certainly coming round to the idea of paying that amount of money for a driver when I know, having tested it now after my fitting, that it really, really does perform. So there you have it, my PXG 0811X driver. Really, really impressed with this club. Are you a fan of this video? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you pay £875 for this driver if you knew it gave you a level of performance that was really, really good in terms of combining both distance and forgiveness, as well as one that looks great and feels and sounds fantastic too? But for now, from the range at West Hill, it's goodbye.